Hello you beautiful people and welcome to today's video. Actually, I'm probably going to film this on multiple days because it's gonna take a little while. This has been bothering me for the last months or so. Yeah, I want to reset and reset up. Is that the word I'm using for that? I should use for that? I don't know. My watercolor palettes. Because as you know, my wife, that you may maybe hear scraping paint in the background, I don't know, is giving me all these beautiful colors to try out always, and I have a lot of colors, and how I usually went about it was I just dumped them into any free space in a palette I found, and it's not really organized, so I want to change that, but it's gonna cost me my sanity, I think. But it's fine, I'm taking you with me on this journey. So I've already started to take apart this nasty boy. Yeah. And I want to take these paints out and then categorize them into categories that make sense to me, like yellows and browns and reds and stuff. And then I'm going to swatch them, and then I'm going to put them into new orders, into new, not new palettes, but into palettes together. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so I don't have only this one. I have this one as well that I'm not gonna take apart because I really like the color combination in this one, but I'm maybe going to add some paints. These boxes, by the way, we are buying them at the drugstore. These are for lady pads. If you're searching for them, these are like travel boxes for pads, but they are amazing for watercolors. So if you find them, they're very, very reasonable priced and pretty. Ooh, I'm hitting my microphone. That's nice. So, ooh, I'm hitting my microphone again. So, this one I'm probably gonna take all of these apart and put them into new spaces. I also have some smaller tins I'm probably going to use. I don't know yet. I have no idea what I'm going to do now at this point, but first of all I'm gonna take everything out and then throw it together in a different order. So also we have this one. Also I'm in dire need of cleaning these, of course. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take them out and put them into little groups, and then I'm going to swatch them, and then I'm going to look how I'm going to reorganize them so the palettes make more sense to me. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so now I have taken all of these out of their previous homes, cleaned these boxes, these tins, and I've categorized all of them into groups that make sense for me personally. And I've also given them a drop of water so I can swatch them all on these tiny cards I cut out of very cheap watercolor paper, but it's perfect for swatching. Yeah, and I'm gonna do that right now, and I'm gonna speed that up because it's a very lengthy process, so enjoy. Hey folks, it is now the next morning, and last night I continued to group these again, all these swatches, because I kind of made a mess and they were all over one another, so I had to regroup them. So what I want to do is I now want to choose my palettes, and I have several palettes that I want to fill, but the first one, is this one, because it's very handy to have next to my spot on the sofa. So I want to have this one filled first with my favorite colors. And one other thing I want to mention, you may see that some of these paints have these deep holes in them and stuff, and I want to say that this is not how we sell them, of course, because I'm getting like test pans from my wife. We always make sure that they have no holes in them, and if they do, we find a solution with the customer to help them if they are not satisfied. So all the crack paints and all the paints with holes in them are just test batches, so my wife is just dumping in the paint. So I have some to try out. Just wanted to get that out of the way in case anyone was wondering if we're selling paints with holes in them, which we don't do. Also, some of these paints are fairly old, with our old binder recipe that contained a fair load of honey, which we don't use anymore. So some of these paints may behave differently on my swatches than they would if you would have purchased them from our Etsy shop right now. Just wanted to get that out of the way. And so let's now continue to fill up my little tins over here. So, oh god, so many paints. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to just spread out these right in front of me. Also, I made a mistake with that one that said 202 and it's 207. And yeah, sometimes these things happen. So, okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to first choose my primary colors, and then I'm continuing on with what's left. All right? All right. So my primary colors are going to be a yellow, a blue or cyan, and magenta, because that's primary colors for you, and maybe one of the blacks. I sometimes like to use them on their own, like for accents or like in monochrome pieces. I know a lot of people say you don't need black because you can mix it, but it's very nice just to have a black that you can just use straight away. Like, why not? For the sake of convenience. Also, I have this white, this very dirty white that I did not swatch, and I have to include that in one of the sets, or I want to include it in one of the sets as well. And when I'm finished choosing my palettes, my paints for the palettes, I'm going to swatch them together, and I have this book like that has this interchangeable inside that's secured with this rubber band, and I'm gonna stick those swatch pages into this one and name every palette with a number, so I know which one belongs to which and which paints I have in which one. Wow, I'm feeling so organized. I've never been so organized with art supplies in my whole life. I'm surprised by myself. So, oh my god, so many paints. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just dumping them here. I'm just gonna... Also, my wife sneaked in another paint. I don't know where I'm going to use this one. It was the very first batch, I think, she made with this. She's likes playing around with pigments that she does not know yet, and new mixes and stuff, and I have the privilege of getting something from that. So you don't see any of these, all of these blue swatches, but that's fine, I think. Spreading them out so I can see them at least. Okay, so on for the primaries. I don't know shit about pigments. Like, some I know what granulation is, and I know what opacity is, and like transparency and stuff. I know that. But if you're looking for someone who can tell you about certain pigments, I'm not that person. So I hope that's fine. First of all, I would like to have this one in this first set because I know it's good for... I've used it for mixing in the past and it works fine. So, and then I would like a magenta, and I think I'm going to choose this one. I know I want this one because it's one of my favorite paints. I know that. Also, with this pen, I've taken out the inside. You can just take it out, and I'm sticking in the pens with glue tag. Is that the word? I think so. Because you can fit one more row in there if you do that, and I like that. So I have these, and now I think I want this color as well because it's a nice dark blue, and yeah, it's a nice dark blue. That's my only reason behind choosing it, and I don't know, I think I'm going to choose this as well. And another blue. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this one to the set as well. So let's see. Ooh, I'm not organized at all. Ooh. So where did I put it? Yeah, that's this one. Okay, so another paint I really want to have in the set is this test. and it's called Patrick in the shop, and the one that we have in the shop is a bit more orangey, I think. But I'm gonna put it here, and it has cat hair in it. And because I really like using it, that's the reason behind that. So this is already a great selection, I think. And it would work as a set on its own. But I want more, of course, because I have a lot of more colors to choose. And I really love this color as well. I have it from Schminke as well. And it's super duper pretty. And I just have to find it in my tray next to me. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Alrighty. And I do think I'm going to speed up the process, so you don't have to watch me sort through all these things all the time and wait for my explanation and just saying like, oh, this is pretty, I like that one, I want that one. I'm just gonna speed this up, and then I'm gonna show you the sets that I made, and then yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. So editing magic, speeding up this process. Hey folks, welcome to the end of the video. I can't believe it, but I set up at least 4 new palettes for my watercolors, and my desk is a mess. I need to clean this right away when I finish filming, but I hope it was fun to watch, watching me swatch all these and stuff. So right off the bat, I have a palette where I have kind of the leftover paints that I did not get to sort in. Oh, also my fingers are like, I touched like 4,000 pans of wet watercolors and now they look disgusting and I need to clean them. But okay, not that I don't like these paints, I love them, but I did not find a fitting space in these particular palettes, so these will probably go in different palettes in the future. So I did not glue them in and I did not write the numbers. And also these 3 are not from my wife. These 2 are Schminke, and this is a White Knight watercolor pen that I found laying around. And yeah, so I just swatched these and put them in here until I find a home for them. So I'm putting these away for now. And let's move on. So I'm starting with the 4th palette I put in this lovely tin that I got from a friend. Filled with chocolate, but I ate them. So these are the dried swatches. In my head, I try to replicate this pretty Art Nouveau piece that is on the cover. I wanted to make it look like warm and cozy and a bit of royalty. Put a bit of royalty into it because it feels quite luxurious to look at. I don't know. I just had the idea when I sorted them, the other paints into the other tins that I could just make a theme in this one, because the tin just is so beautiful. And yeah, so this is the 4th palette. I don't know what to say, what else to say about it. I'm putting this next to me. This is better. So, okay. The 3rd palette I set up was the one that I did not fully... it's this one. That I did not fully dismantle. Because I really like the color combination that I had in it already. And this is what it's in it right now. Yeah. I'm bad at swatching. I can tell it right away. I dip too much water into the swatches, and I can't for the life of me make like clean edges and stuff. So I'm sorry. I'm not of these sophisticated swatch persons that I admire on YouTube. So yeah, this is the palette. I really like the dark colors in it. Like, it has a kind of, for me it has a kind of fantasy feel, like you're going through a enchanted dark forest, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so they all have a theme in my head, but like it doesn't make any sense when I speak it out loud. So yeah, these are the ones that are in this one. And then we have the 2nd tin, which is this one. And it's just, I set it up as kind of an all-rounder pen, around a tin, that has like colors that you can do whatever with, but also that are happy and cheerful, most of them. I imagine this one to be fun for like nature drawings and landscape drawings. I really want to indulge in more background drawing in the next year, so I think this could work for that, maybe. And then last but not least, the main tin that I wanted to set up with some of my very favorite paints that we have. I switched some of those in here, so yeah, this is kind of all over the place, but yeah. Gonna open this one. So yeah, these are the paints that are in here. And this is what they look like, fully dried and swatched. So yeah, that's the video. I don't have anything more to say. I hope it was kind of fun. It was an experiment that I wanted to try to film. And yeah, I thank you very much for watching, and we see each other next time. And until we see each other, please do something that makes you happy. Bye!